Hello students, now in previous video I read the poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree and explain it. So today from thinking about the poem, what kind of place is Innisfree? Think about. So here the first question is the three things the poet wants to do when he goes back there. We get the answer in stanza 1. So in stanza 1 the poet wants to build a small cabin and of clay and wattles. Second, he wants to plant 9 rows of bean there. And third, he wants to keep honey bee in a hive there. Question number 2, what he hears and sees there are its effect on him. We get the answer in stanza 2. So answer is, he hears the cricket song. Here he hears a cricket song. He sees linnets flying in the evening. He sees glimmering midnight and glowing noons there. Gradually he will be at peace there. He will forget the worries of his life there. Now in third, what he hears in his heart's core, even when he is far away from Innisfree, in stanza 3. So even when he is far away from Innisfree, the poet hears the rippling of the waves of the lake in the depth of his heart. Here in second question, by now you may have concluded that Innisfree is a simple, natural place full of beauty and peace. How does the poet contrast it with where he now stands? Now we get the answer from stanza 3rd. Now Innisfree is a remote, quiet place in a forest. There is a lake. There is a cricket's sweet song. There are linnets that fly in the sky. There he can live in a small hut and eat natural food. But the poet lives in a city. There are roads and pavements. There is noise and pollution. There is everything, but there is no peace. That is why he wants to go back to Innisfree in search of peace. Third question, do you think Innisfree is only a place or a state of mind? Does the poet actually miss the place of his boyhood days? Answer is, I think Innisfree is no actual place. It is poet's mere imagination. It is his ideal place where there is peace and joy. Of course, the poet misses the place of his boyhood. But if he goes there, he will not find it as he imagines it to be. He has created a romantic picture of the place in his mind. Now from second, look at the words the poet uses to describe what he sees and hears at Innisfree. Now Bee Loud Glade is an open place in the forest full of buzzing bees. Evenings full of the linnet's wings. Flocks of linnet flying back to their nest in the evening. The sky is covered by them. Lake water lapping with low sound. There is a lake, its waves are rippling and gently breaking on the bank. What picture do these words create in your mind? Now these pictures come in our mind to show the natural beauty of that place. Now look at these words. Peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the veils of morning to where the cricket sings. What do these words mean to you? What do you think comes dropping slow from the veils of the morning? What does to where the cricket sings mean? So the poet is speaking of the glorious sunrise that he can witness on the Lake Isle of Innisfree. There the sun appears slowly from behind the veils of mist. It is a spiritual experience for the poet. In the city he cannot witness this scene because of the smoky skies and tall buildings. He cannot hear the song of the cricket. So student, this is the answers of lesson The Lake Isle of Innisfree. Here there is one great thought. given by Gautam Buddha, that health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, and faithfulness the best relationship. So all of you follow it in your life also. Thank you.